Good evening and welcome back to the 2013 NCAA Division III Softball Championship at Carson Park, hosted by the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. In the fourth game of the first round, Montclair State defeated Central College by a final score of 4-1. Joining us from Central College is head coach George Wares, sophomore pitcher Mallory Schulenberg, and senior shortstop Annie Sarcone. Coach, we'll start with you opening comments on tonight's game.
Well, first give Montclair, a lot of credit. Obviously, they're 40, whatever they are now, 46-3 for a reason. But I think the other side of that is we probably did not play our best game. I'll let Mallory answer for herself. I didn't think our pitchers were exceptionally sharp, and actually I thought she made a good pitch on the off-speed pitch that Hill hit out, and we would do that again, walk to get to her, and she did a good job and gave them the 3-run lead, and I was happy with the way our team came back the next inning, had a shot to do more and couldn't get a key base hit. So overall, again, give Montclair credit, and we probably just didn't quite play with the level of intensity and so forth that we did in the regional.
Coach, what was Hill doing on the mound that was making it so difficult for your team to score?
The ball moves, and she's first-team All-American for a reason. I will say I think we had some good at-bats against her. She had 6 strikeouts going in, and she struck out Fleetwood on a pretty tough pitch, a pitch that was up in the zone, and then we bring in a pinch hitter. And that's a tough situation for a pinch hitter to come in and having not seen her. So there are 2 of the strikeouts. I was actually pretty happy. I know it sounds a little crazy. We don't have as many base runners as we did, but, she came in as this all-world pitcher, and I think she threw really, really well, but I think our league has some pitchers that are close to that, and I think we were prepared for her. I wasn't as disappointed in our offense. I know some of you might think I'm crazy when we only scored a run, but it was our defense that let us down, and I think we hold it to 1-0 or 1-1. I think we had an opportunity to put some pressure on them with our speed, but unfortunately when you get down 3, it changes the complexion of the game a little bit. But again, she's an All-American for a reason. She's a great pitcher.
What do you think your bounce-back effort in the fourth after giving up those 3 runs in the third?
I'm not surprised. Strayjack, in my opinion, is the best leadoff hitter in the country. Obviously, we missed her for 14 games during our conference season, and she's tough to get out. And I thought her, at bat, and then to Brink getting on, and we had something going. And unfortunately, we didn't get a little more other than just the 1 run. But I was very happy, but yet not surprised with our bounce back in that inning.
Mallory, your team has somewhat of a quick turnaround here with a 1:30 start time for tomorrow's game. What do you do to prepare for that, and what approach do you take going in with such a short amount of time to prepare for this game?
Yeah, I think just our kind of motto as a pitching staff, as a team this whole season has been 1 pitch at a time. So I guess just that game's over with. I mean, you got to clear it and be ready for tomorrow. And the most important pitch is the first pitch of the game tomorrow. So.
Annie, with being one of the closer proximity teams in this tournament, you kind of have a home game situation with such a great fan following. How does that feel, and what sort of impact and role does that play in what can be sometimes some stressful situations during games to have that great fan support that you guys have had?
We definitely have the best fans in the country. I truly believe that. Even before we came here, we had a nice send-off at the school. Just the community is behind us. And we have the best fans that travel. Obviously, if you saw our stands, we were full. And I think just when we're in the tough situations, on defense with runners on base or on offense when we're looking to score, you just hear the crowd behind us. And I think that really gives us some momentum.
Coach, you've been here at the softball championship numerous times in your storied career. In what ways do you lean on that experience in these sorts of situations to prepare your players in an elimination game situation?
Well, I think what Mallory said is very accurate. I mean, every team we've ever had here, and this one is no different. You can't. To me, there are no upsets in a tournament like this. Some people said Cortland beating Salisbury is an upset, but that's only based on rankings. It's not necessarily who the best team is. It's how you play in a particular day. And today, Cortland played better than Salisbury. So now we got beat 4-1. It's over. We're going to the elimination round, and I've been in this situation before where a team has come back and won the championship through the elimination round. You don't really think about that. You just say the next pitch is the most important one, and we'll battle back. We have all year, and we're just ready to go. If I could pick, I'd pick somebody besides Texas Tyler to play in that game. But they've got to play us too. But I don't think either one of us are real crazy about playing in that game against each other. But we'll compete. It'll be a great battle.
Talk about that matchup a little bit. What sort of challenges does that team pose for you, and what strategy do you take going into that game?
Well, first you got to, coach is cliche, but you got to worry about yourself and make sure we're doing what we do well. But they hit the ball extremely well. I know they did not, but the kid from Tufts is really, really good. And so the first thing is I'm sure Coach Reed has got them trying to regroup and create some offense. And so it's going to be a tough thing to kind of take those bats out and make sure they don't have the big inning against us. But, again, pitch, play defense, and obviously what we've got to do better today is get some runners and be able to manufacture some runs ourselves.
All right, Coach Annie Mallory, thanks a lot for your time. Central College will now face the University of Texas at Tyler in the second round tomorrow at 1:30 p.m.